Hey guys, it's Joe here, and I wanted to make this video called Jilicious Journey, How to Come to the Thai Fruit Festival for Free. Now, I apologise the way that I've been telling this story so far because I was so affected by it. I was telling it with this like painful drudgery, and I was confused and I was hurt, so I couldn't really give the story the life that I wanted to. And I made them very long videos. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get through this in under 20 minutes, if that's possible, to show you how Jilicious Journey got to the Thai Fruit Festival for free. And if you want to repeat this, I guarantee you can, but I don't recommend it. So, you know what happened. She finished here. Every day feels like a lifetime, every moment feels like bliss. That was the last day of the March trip. Well, not the last day, but the vibe of the March trip. And there is us at Phuket. You've seen that picture before. I'm filled with love. Flower at the airport. She's got away home. I'm so in love. Further away you get, the more you want it. Because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, wow, this girl, the further away she gets, the more she sends me love messages. I thought it must be on, even though it didn't happen in Phuket or Chiang Mai. I'm like, wow, this is on. I love you. I want to say on. I'm in a relationship on. I love you, Joe. Some weird picture of food. Oh, how I love you. Night, good dreams. Missing you is tearing me apart. I miss talking to you. Nobody talks to you in that way. Okay, I want to care for us. I'm excited for you to come back. So now I'm getting into it. I just told her that I don't want to be pursuing a relationship with her. And now I'm excited for her to come back. So you see how she gets me back in the game using her flirtatious nature. And I say, you know, to remind her, a new iPhone 6 helps because I miss her. How I love it too. I programmed it so every time I touch it, it says hello. Because that's the thing she did. I play, she says hello. I run away, she comes back. I go, she says hello. I go away, she comes back. It used to drive me nuts. It used to drive me absolutely nuts. And she even said here, you don't need me to come back. I should have said no and ended the communication then completely. But I didn't. So anyway, I love you. Can't stop thinking about this magic time. The magic time where you got abused. I'm not sure what she means by that. The magic time where I massage your thigh. Maybe it was the massage or it was the magic time. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Screensaver. Now I've made a screensaver of this girl because I'm thinking this is beautiful. You know, she is opening after all when she didn't when she was in Chiang Mai. Selfie. I always think of you when I wear this dress. Buddy, she's not being a friend here, right? You've got to look at this stuff. She's not being a friend. She is flirting because she wants to keep me in the loop. I get it now. Miss you so bad. Kissy face. Miss you so bad. Oh wait, I changed my mind. I just remembered how nuts you are because I was remembering how nuts she was, and we just played. She's like, I learned so fucking much from you, Joe. It's insane. I grew so much. That is not an abuse victim. It's a disrespect to all women, all around the world, everywhere that's ever been abused. For this woman to claim she's an abuse victim and put that disgusting video on her channel, 111 minutes of acting, it's a masterclass. It's a masterclass. If I watch it too long, I start believing it. Anyway, haha, you're nuts, ripest mango. I'm going to peel you. It's perfect. Don't bite me, evil nigger. There we go. Don't bite. Just a little. Ha ha ha. Too funny. This is pure flirting between a man and a woman who are attracted to each other. So all those young guys who were hanging out in Chiang Mai giving me dirty looks like I felt her up or something like this, look at the text. You can see the girl was into me. She just was embarrassed about it when it come to the front. To be honest with you, I'm embarrassed about it. I shouldn't have been with such an idiot. Selfie, can we Skype? Thinking of our evenings. Blah 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 blah. I want to fucking Skype. Don't you want to Skype with me? I know what you look like. That's when I was like pushing her back. I know what you look like. Stop sending me selfies. It's annoying. Haha, weirdo. She knows, right? Why you're not sleeping? Missing me so much? I miss you. I miss me. That's why you're all in this pain. Because she's always in a lot of pain, this girl. This is why she's doing this. Because she thinks it's going to alleviate her pain. And it has done for a while. But when she gets back to Germany and there's no Joe to call, and none of her other friends there want to know what's going on with her because it's like deep shit. And I can deal with deep shit. That's why we got along very well. I could deal with it. But I don't think she knows anybody else that can. So let's see what happens. But I hope she does well. I'm not wishing her bad. I hope she does well. But she's crucified one of her best and most loyal friends in her life. So there you go. That's just a boring slide. There you go. This one just was really good. Look how good that picture is. And plus all of our connection. I'm thinking, this looks like fun. So I sent her back saying, in case you forgot how I look, because I just want to rebuff this onslaught of selfies. There's the Happy Vegan logo club that I made. She said we didn't do any work on that. We did loads on it. I've got like 9 hours or 5 hours of recordings, etc. Anyway, I start saying to her now, why don't you come back in July or August? The reason I'm saying this is because I'm thinking she's a nutcase and she's back and forthing me and hot and cold, push and pull. And I thought, do I really want that going on during the Raw Till 4 festival? I just want to have fun, run around with my new friends, cycle, eat fruit, learn from people. I didn't want to have her push, pull. And I wasn't, to be honest with you, it was my fault. I wasn't totally straight. I didn't tell her, you're a nutcase, please don't come. I told her another thing, which is also true. If you want to call that lying, it's up to you. But that when she comes to my house, because she loves making my food, she makes it sound like I've coerced her into being my slave. But she loves making her food because it's another way for her to get my attention and control me. I don't end up really learning anything because someone's just feeding me and I've got to learn to do it myself. So it was annoying when she was here in some respects. So I just said, look, I want 3 months to get this down and we see what happens. So there we are. Doesn't like that one. Me telling her not to come back till July or August. Boom. Are you really sure? This makes you question it, right? You're like, I'm not going to go, don't come back till July or August. Okay, maybe come back in June or maybe even May. Or what are you doing today? That's what it does. Women just deny the power of their sexuality in the name of innocence. But look at this picture. I know it's a modelling shot. It's an erotic modelling shot. But when the person in the modelling shot sends you it, it's no longer a modelling shot. It's just a shot. And then this happened. I mean, someone somewhere in Chiang Mai messaged me to say, would you like to sleep with me tonight? What would you say? This is not the exact words they said, but I want to protect their identity, so I'm not going to say the words. But that happened, so I'm thinking, wait there, I've got this beautiful girl here. She's gorgeous as well, really gorgeous. I'm like, this beautiful girl here. Why do I want to mess around with this other girl that's driving me nuts? But I'm really into her, and now I'm conflicted. And I think the house girls didn't like this. They didn't like it that I was, seeing someone here, because I wasn't seeing Jill. She's told you we were friends. She was just acting like I could see her. So I said to her, cute. There was other nice conversation before that. I didn't just throw it out here, but I can't show you 4,700 slides. So I said, do you want to have sex with me? Straight up. And she said, why'd you ask that? I said, because I want to know. And for the first time since I've met this girl, she's told me the truth. Why should I want what is frightening so much and equals pain, instability and loss with the person that matters most in my life? And I know that makes no sense, but maybe you get it. Okay, how would you feel if a girl that you're hanging out with said to you, I don't want to have sex with you because you're the most important person in my life, right? Normally, you make love with the person who is the most important person in your life, right? In the long run. So she's telling me how honest she is with me, which is good. And so what I'm thinking is, wow, this is a psychological issue. It's not an attraction issue. She's just scared, right? And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I can work with that when someone's honest in this way. You've seen that slide before. This is the hello picture I sent her. And she says in her video online that the hello thing was just like a hello. She pulls a dirty face like hello. It was not. It was a very flirtatious hello. And look at all these funny faces. Oh my God, that's so funny. This is not something that's traumatized. This is a game. Okay, please just, so now she knows she's not coming to August and I don't really want to be with her. And I'm kind of doing it with I'm meeting, I have a thing growing with somebody else. She's like, please just fly me over. I'm on the wrong side of the planet, like seriously. Even the most awkward, inspiring people here are nothing compared to us. Missing us, cute. That's my response to that. Cute. She's like, haha, honest. Having such a bad night, can't sleep. What's wrong? You don't know. That's what I said. I don't like our relationship. Every time I speak with you, I get the feelings you're my girlfriend, the way you speak with me, and how you are, and that's what comes across. But it's not the case. I don't like it because it makes me saying things that I would not do with a pure friend, right? this is what I'm talking about. It's so annoying. And she just says, victim, you feel like it's angry with me. And I'm not angry with you, I just don't like it. And I said, here, I've been saying no to other lovers. So this other lover, she's into me, and I'm kind of like, I'm in it, but I'm like not really in it, because I'm thinking this is going to be awkward if Jill comes out, right? And I'm seeing someone else. Because I think we're in a relationship, and she's letting me carry on doing that. There's no indication here that we're not in a relationship. I'm sorry, I don't know what I do wrong. Sometimes I feel like you do good, and I'm just horrible for you. Poor me. Anyway, so I basically split up with her again. Split up. You don't know what that does to me. You're my rock usually. I rely on us. I trust you, and then I feel like drowning. You give me a feeling I'm a mean bitch. I'm not, and that's not your fault, just saying. It's not your fault, we're fucked. I love being a rock. I can still be here for you, not upset. Maybe we should Skype. Right? I just said, I just need to be free to live my sexual life but not being so attached to you. Because that's what happens, girls. When you send guys selfies and kissy faces and love notes and stuff like that, unless you're backing it up, don't do it, because you're distracting him from his life. And I said, it's silly. I feel like I broke up with a girlfriend. It's so weird. So this is my breakup number 2, right? Maybe even number 3. It's not like I'm pursuing her with like dirty old man hands. This is a girl that's into me because I'm fucking cool, and get over it. How's your day? How's your life without Jill? Right? What's going on? Am I still in the loop? So we had this conversation, right? And I read it here. This conversation is so good for me. I'm super wide open right now and feel tears in my throat coming up from the heart. I would love to be there right now, honestly, and just experience what you said. I know it's stupid to tell you this, as I don't want to confuse or trigger you, but whatever, but I'm just being honest. And when you were talking about that, my heart said, yes, please. So we had to talk about sex, and I was explaining to her that I know she's scared, and I know that she has this past trauma, but I'm pretty good at dealing with that shit, and I am. So I was saying to her that our experience would be of a certain nature, and it would be, where there isn't this diving into the sex zone, where all the fears and all the anxiety occurs, because it occurs in this place where you go, like when people do, they just close their eyes and disappear from each other. When you're working with someone who has traumatic sexual history, you have to stay present, like it's a conversation, just like we're having right now, right? But you take it into a more easeful sexual experience. And this is not me trying to groom somebody. This is not me trying to do whatever it is that people think I'm trying to do. This is me having a continued relationship with someone who's in a difficult place right now in their life, and they like me very much, and I like them very much despite the difficulties that are there. We both have a traumatic sexual history, so I'm very sensitive to it. In fact, I'm more sensitive to it than anybody else that you could think of in this whole mess, right? I'm the last person that's going to abuse this girl. But what sometimes abuse victims do, and this is what I forgot about, is they put the person who they care about the most into the abuse seat. This is what I used to do in my relationships. I would meet a girl, and the closer we got, the more she would become my abuser, until she became so ugly, no matter how gorgeous she was, she'd become so ugly that I could no longer date her. So this is a classic sign of when the abuser takes a person, normally it's a sexual relationship, and this is a sexual relationship, it's not fully blossomed, but it is, and they put you in the position of the abuser. This is what's happened here, and it's not something I've done. It's come about because I've been so nice to her, not because I've abused her. It's the exact opposite. So let's continue. So she's basically telling me she's interested to pursue this relationship. So now I'm confused. But I'm into her a lot, right? And I still said, you can still come here in August. And I was trying to keep her at bay. And I also said to her to take the pressure off, because she just told me that she would have sex with me in a certain way if it was done in a healing space. So I say to her, then come out. You don't have to come as my girl or anything. There's no blackmail here. So it's not that you're going to come and be my girlfriend, right? Just come as lovely Jill. From there we can explore what's up and how best we can serve each other and how that looks. I love you. That is not the words of an abuser. But you know that anyway. We never talked about that. This is about how to get to Thailand for free. So let's get back into that subject. So We should be, this is where it starts, the work to get to Thailand for free. We should be crazy together. How? You don't say that to that question. We should be crazy together. Yeah, fucking just be crazy. Not how. So I was like, well, we already are. And she's like, yes, true, but I'm in stupid cold Germany. Seed, right? Phuket was crazy. Seed. I see how rare it is to click with someone so fully. True, it's so weird with everyone else. Haha, seed. I really missed you lately. Well, I missed you since 2/4/15, since the abuse. Seed. I love how we can spend all day together. This is me. It's crazy. I love how you elevate yourself so much. Right? Great. I love you for inspiring me one day. I feel so happy right now. Okay, I'll start Skype. Because I'm thinking she wants to fly out. She's in Germany. It's cold there. And what you wasn't hearing in conversations that we was having over Skype was she was saying that she wants to come to the Raw to 4 festival. She wants to hang out with Scene and Bonnie and Annie and all these other people in social media and in Instagram and all that kind of lot. And I thought, you know, Fruity L, she wants to meet Fruity L. And I thought, am I such a mean, selfish person that just because she drives me crazy when she's around me, that I should not fly her out for the festival, which is a once in a year event where she can meet all her friends. And I'm thinking it's also good for our Happy Vegan Club business because she can connect with people and maybe do some interviews. So that was the idea. And I just thought, you know what? I looked at the flights in Germany. I wish I never, but I did. And they were £350. And I like buying shit, right, that's cheap. I know it's stupid. I thought, that's such a cheap flight. So I thought of it back and forth, and I thought, you know what I'll do is I'll fly her out, and at least I can either get rid of this woman, like, in a relationship way, and we can just be pure friends, or it progresses, and I can move on with my life. And so I just thought, you know what? It's a win-win. Get her out here. She can meet all her friends. She can be at the festival. I do love her, so like, it'd be nice for her. And I can find out if there's anything going on between us. And if not, I'm just going to move on properly. But we can still do the business, but we'll do it properly, like without this enmeshment. Okay, I'll start cup I'm on. So this is at 8 p.m. She thinks about it for an hour. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm coming. And during this time, I thought she was like calculating her finances, right? That's why it took her an hour. Because like, you sure you can afford this? She's like, yeah. You got money? Yeah. I checked it all first, that she had enough money to come on this trip. And I was only buying the ticket from Germany to Bangkok. Nothing else. Nothing else. This was not an invitation to like just have a completely free jolly. Email address, ticket, passport number, booked, KLM, my trip. Oh my God, I can't believe this. You deserve to be amazing. Thank you so much. I'm excited. And this is when the shit hits the fan. I've always known that as soon as you get your wallet out in a relationship, shit hits the fucking fan. It's happened to me before. It's happened again here. I was left to why? Regretting, because she knows I'm concerned. Haha, really? No, silly. That's a good idea. Love to the gym. So she's next like, I'd love to go to the gym when I come, and I wanted to ask if I could fly a train. So what she's doing here, you call me crazy, it's up to you. She's fishing. I didn't see it at the time. She's fishing. Am I going to throw in gym membership? I'd love to go to the gym. Why don't you just say, hey, I think I'm going to get a gym pass when I come. Oh, and I wanted to ask you if I should fly or train. She's now thinking, how am I going to get to Bangkok? How am I going to Chiang Mai from Bangkok? I'll ask him. I don't know. Holy, I can't wait to see you, like, seriously. So, such a fool. Duh. Right? So she's fishing. And I said, yay, I'm happy, so I'm happy. And I just said to her, I figured a month in Thailand should be cheaper than a month in Germany. So I guess you could afford the other stuff. Means? It's not very friendly, is it? It's not very I love you, is it? Means? No, just saying. Means? It means I'm hoping I haven't made you bust your budget, okay? Fears are eating at my soul. But I'm sure I'm always okay. What would you say to someone if they just bought you a ticket to Thailand? Would you say to them that fears are eating at your soul, or would you say thanks? Me too. Let our fears run free. Just let them rage with no fucking power, love, none, period. Haha. But money sadly has some power, for example. You see how skillful this is. Okay, do you have any money fears, right? Sure I do. I'm grateful I can pay my rent next Monday, but I'm going to figure it out somehow. I believe you will. She doesn't say, no, I am. She's like, I'm just so afraid of evil nigger hands. The joke's gone now. Look, no, Joe, pay my food, etc. Then come back and pay my rent here on the 1st of July and everything. But why do I even talk about it? Because you want some money from me. That's why you talk about it. What, love? Tell me. I'm such a mug. I would slap this guy around the face if it wasn't me. In fact, stop being a mug, right? Or share it with someone. Share her. I said, maybe let your apartment go. She's got a €600 apartment in Germany. Oh, and I'm supposed to figure that out in 13 days. So now she's pissed. And I just lose it here. I'm like, I'm not sure the solution yet, but abundance is in your future. What are you saying, Joe? I'm confused. Are you asking me for money? I just don't know. I'd not have just bought flights if it was going to mess things up like this. This is crazy. I asked you if you were okay for money before I bought flights, and you seemed like it was. If you said you didn't not have the money for rent, I would have bought the tickets. This is what I mean. And this is not cool, babe. I feel like shit now for buying you a plane ticket. Geez, life is bollocks. I didn't know how bollocks it was going to get. I don't want you to regret your decision. I regret my decision, Jill. Jill, I regret my decision, okay? Fully regret it. Like, more than you know. I regret it more than anything. It's insane how much I regret this decision. I have trust. Please don't even care about me. Please don't even care about me. It's such a play. And I said, I thought it'd be a nice thing to do. It's just a horrible enmeshment. As soon as I get you a ticket, blam, I'm in the mix. And you speak to me shitty. And we're getting on so well, I changed my mind and started putting money in the picture. And she's like, I've been living off the minimum the last weeks in life, so Thailand is not cheaper. Thailand's not cheaper than Germany, people. Everyone in Thailand should move to Germany because Germany's cheaper than Thailand. I'm not mad at you. I feel like hurting myself. Now this is disgusting. You look at that, people, and you tell me, what kind of person was I messing with? I'm constantly trying to help this woman, and she's telling me that I was manipulating the house by saying that when I feel rejected from a woman, it makes me want to binge eat. This was me opening my deepest fucking issue to people who I was living with so that I could feel supported to be able to share my truth. And they turned it into me manipulating. Will you sleep with me? No. Well, I'm going to binge eat. I've never said that. I've never done that. I've never even put them in the condition of that. I've never even told them I'm binge eating. Right? It is disgusting how they've manipulated that. But look at this. I feel like hurting myself. So I make a joke of it. Hurt yourself equals no during ever. We need to Skype about this. Okay. So I get back into the phone and I just said, you know, when you share your fears of money after I just bought you a ticket, it makes me feel like she wants more money, and I feel bad about that. I'm not fucking using you, Joe. I know, don't swear. She meant to say she is fucking using me, but it came out wrong. It must have been the language thing. And then she said, I so misunderstood you, blah, 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 blah. I never asked for shit, and I never, ever use people. So in the final meeting, the second from final meeting that we had, she was sitting there, and I've just given out $2,500 that was coerced from me to these girls, and I gave her €500 in compensation for the last trip. I don't know why I did it. She asked me for it, and I was like, well, she told me that I'd ruined her financial future. But anyway, I then she was using one of my bikes, and I said, you can continue to use the white bike, and she said, no, I want to use a road bike. I want to use your road bike. And she's looking at Annie. Like, Annie, tell him to let me use his road bike. So you do ask for shit. You ask for a lot of shit. You just don't realise it. And you do use people. You have to face the facts here. So it's not my fault totally. I should have stuck to my... No, it's my fault totally. I should have stuck to my guns, and I should have. And my plan was to help her pay her own way by helping her build a business. I thought I'm going to financially empower her by giving her free coaching that I normally charge $600 a month for. But give her free coaching. And then she will be able to build up a business, which we will share, and that will allow her to be financially abundant so she could be my girlfriend if she wanted to and fly out here whenever she wanted to without having to have this enmeshed relationship. That's where I was heading with this, because it would have been easy. If she'd have just relaxed and not gone into this crappy mode that she went into, we'd have built this business and she'd have been making €1,000 a month, no sweat, within inside like 4 or 5 months. Wow, you so regret it. I do, Jill. I so regret it. I'm sorry, I feel so guilty. You should feel so guilty, Jill. Anyway, I'm just messing. Okay, I'm just not gonna. Just gonna skip past this because it's going on a bit too long. We just resolved this thing. Next step. Okay, so we're in a good. We're like, okay, we're cool. What is the next step then? She asked me. Next step. Next step. I thought, well, do you want to Skype? What do you mean? What was the next step? Was boom, Bangkok Air, Bangkok Chiang Mai. That was the next step. She wanted to fly and she wanted me to pay, and it happened. Thank you, Joe. The hearts are back. Then there's the countdown now. 11, because this is the 30th of May. This is like 2 weeks before the festival. Haha, 11 days. I'm going to try and sleep. See you in a few days. Yes, 11 days. You too. So cool. Going to have such an amazing time and you deserve it. I didn't realize I was going to have such an amazing time and I don't deserve it. Thank you, darling. I'm so nervous. Sleep. Joking. And I said to her, look, I just realized you're absolutely not interested and it's okay. Night. Rather than just saying, I'm not, Joe. Can't you see? I never follow through, right? She goes, what? Now you're joking. Straight face, right? So she just cannot handle me pulling away. It makes her so anxious. So she pulled me back. I can't wait to meet at the airport. I'm so excited. Feels like Christmas. So excited too. This is still May, right? 1 week away now, the 2nd of June, right? 1 week away. Seriously though, right? Epic. Everyone in the house. I'm so full of love. Great. Going to be at the airport like an orangutan waiting for his jury, and that's the 2nd of June. Careful I'm not falling on your head. You did fall on my head, right? Haha, aloy nim nim. I'm so excited and happy to be here, share the festival. Yay, 2nd of June. Let's go. That's the 8th of June. She's getting on the plane now, right? Look at this. She's at the airport. Big, beautiful selfie. Another one. That does not look like someone that's flying back to Chiang Mai to ensnare an abuse victim. Now, I know there's a lot of women out there who are really taking Jill's side, and what you're basically saying is that she's an abuse victim and it's taken her a long time to see that. But come on, this woman looks as happy as ever. She's been smart enough to encourage me to buy flights for her to come here. This is not an abuse victim. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go. Right, scared? Haha, because she knows that I am terrified, horrified. Do you feel scared? And then I said to her, here, look, how do you feel about sleeping in my room? It's a bit full on for your first day back, because I know she's sensitive. So I said I'd put her something in the living room. And in the end, I rented back the Buddha room from somebody and I gave her that. See you at 3:50. This is the 9th of June. The 9th of June. I love it. I keep pointing at the screen. 9th of June. Yes, oh my God. 9th of June, guys. The sexual harassment case started 5 days later. 5 days later. Never show anyone your messages. Haha, they will never understand. Nope. See ya. Right? This was a premonition. So I'm such a mug. I started looking into buying her a bike. And I bought her for $500. I bought her a Trek 1.2 second hand, which I'm now going to keep because I really like it. I'm going to put a double mountain bike crank on the front and use this one for interval training over at Doi Gom. But anyway, I bought it for Jill, well, with her in mind. Where are you? So now she's arrived, the 6th or the 10th. And normally we have messages all the time, right? Now they stopped all of a sudden. Where are you? Jim, you're at the gym. This is just my guess. 6:10, you okay? 6:11. Hey Joe, sorry and thanks for asking. I didn't have Wi-Fi because we are having dinner outside. Hope you had a great evening. Totally changed the tone of the messages now. Everyone is at Happy Green. Annie, yeah. I can't talk, I'm so tired. Did you want to talk? The 14th of June. That is the end of that. That's how you get to Thailand for free and how do you get out of it. So I'm going to tell you the backstory here, but I'm going to make more videos about this. I don't care if you're bored, you can switch the channel, you can come back in a couple of weeks. Well, up to you, but I've got to get this story out. It's my story. Meanwhile, Annie's been having waxes with a local woman who's told her that I'm renting this house for 10,000 baht. This is about a month ago. So Annie's still pretending to be my friend, but she's not telling me any problems about the girls in the house who are all pissed off because they think I'm making 60,000 baht from them when I'm actually losing money on this house. So they think I'm making 10,000 baht. paying 10,000 baht. So she's trying to figure out now how can she get me out of the house. They want the house basically because they're thinking if we're all paying, you know, between 8 to 12,000 baht in the house with bicycles, then some people are paying between 6 and 12,000 baht for a house in the house to be in a house. Imagine if we could get this house off him for 10 and just share it amongst us. Fair enough. Go and find another house. He doesn't give me the right to rob me. So when Jill showed up and Annie had started talking, this is what basically happened. Is on the 6th of the 14th, I went into Annie and Jill's room at advice from a friend of mine. And I said, what's going on, girls? You know, you guys have just dropped me out. I'm trying to find out what's happening. And me and Jill have got a thing going on. And Jill's like, what are you talking about? There's nothing between us. We're just friends. What are you talking about? I'm here on a business relationship. And he's like, Joe, why have you been telling me there's something between you and Jill? And I'm like, fucking hell, what's going on here? This is why I recorded Jill, because I was panicking thinking, what else might she say? She might call rape or something. One of my friends said, you're so lucky you guys never connected sexually because you'd be in jail right now. And they're right. So they're all denying that there was anything in between us. And that's what this whole story between me and Jill has turned into. Was there anything between you? Was there not? And of course, who's going to believe in your matrix crowd mind that there's anything between me and Jill? But everyone who saw us together and in videos knew there was. But anyway, so I'm now on the back foot, and then they accused me of sexually harassment. They've sexually abused first. I sexually abused Jill. And I went into panic mode, and it was just horrible. But what was really going on is they were using that to weaken me. It took my legs out at the knees. I had no defense. Once the girl I'm in love with is accusing me of sexual abuse, out of the blue, right? Out of the blue. Let's go. 8th of June. 14th of June, you sexually harassed me, right? Out of the blue, panicked. And then when they started asking me for the rent back, I gave them everything. I should have only given them the rent up until the point of that day. Like what they'd paid after that, and they can all leave. But not only that, they asked for the rent back, and then they took the house for a month for free and had me sign a contract saying I give them the house for a month for free. And that is the story here. But the point of this video is to let you see that Jill coming out here was my fault. I take responsibility for it. But she definitely sowed seeds all the way to get a free trip. And then when she got here, she realised that. And why did she call abuse? Why did she not just say to me, "Hey Joe, how you doing? Let's continue. Hello, whatever." She realised she wanted to be more like Annie Jaffrey. She wanted to be more, and it's just fine. I'm all for people growing, right? I'm all for people growing. But it's like, she wanted to be more like Annie Jaffrey. This is my theory. And she couldn't be the Joe she is around me, like the sexy, flirtatious girl, and be the woman she wants to be around Annie Jaffrey as well. So if you go up, if you look, one of my friends noticed this. It's very subtle. You'd have to know her very well, and I can't show you all of them, but well, I could show you something here that's quite useful. So this is her Instagram. Let's keep going back. Yeah, so I think that she didn't want to be the same person she was with me as she was with Annie. I think it was just too much, and wouldn't feel comfortable for her. So she just basically thought, right, well, I've just got to get rid of Joe. So, and Annie's very sensitive and very PG. So holding someone's hand is sexual abuse. So for her, you know, me and Jill hanging out is a big no-no. You know, this guy's 47, she's 20. That's disgusting. He must have abused her, and that's the story that's been carried through. And here I am defending myself on the internet from being a rapist. The funny thing is, you never know what's going to happen in life. So this is Jill. There's one of her erotic shots there. You know, another one there, and all these there's lots of little flirtatious little pictures with food. Yeah, lots of little selfies, loads of them. Right. This is, by the way, this is all of Chiang Mai. This is how much fun this girl was having in Chiang Mai. Tons of these little selfies, body shots, smiley shots. And it is her growing up. I'm happy about that, but I'm just showing you what happened here. So that's all Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai. This girl's having the best time of her life. Look at this. Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai. Lots of selfies, loads of selfies, Chiang Mai. That's Phuket. I actually took that picture. Then she's back in Germany, still lots of selfies all the time. Look, all very sexual. Look at this one, sexual. When I say sexual, I mean sexual for a guy. They're not overtly sexual, so I'm not trying to pick on her. There's nothing wrong with this, by the way. I'm not criticising. I'm just trying to show you a change in character. There's the one that she sent me, and there's just loads of them, right? But then, if you come back up to now she's back in Annie Jaffrey mode. It all just becomes a lot more innocent. Look, more face shots and fruit and friends, which I think is a good thing. I think it's a really good thing. But all I'm saying is that there's a change in character here, and I didn't point this out. A friend of mine pointed this out. Wasn't her that pointed this out. Anyway, there you go. That's the story of how to get to Thailand for free. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't repeat it. It's not a good look. I'll catch you later. So just wanted to say, this is not about me whinging about a relationship that I could have had or did had. It's not me being bitter. I'm not like, oh, I wish you would have done this. It's not. This is about me clearing my name. And, I've been vilified on social media, so the only place that I can really cover myself is on social media. This is why I'm making these videos, so people can see there's two sides to this relationship. Otherwise, people are going to do what they've already done, which is believe the young, beautiful woman rather than the fat old man. Well, now you can see there's a different story. I think I'm quite attractive. Why is everyone calling me a fat slob? I think I'm quite attractive, but so does my girl. So, what is this? Where is all this prejudice coming from? Whose head is this in? And it's really important to see that it's. I think that it's good what she did. There's nothing wrong. I'm not holding her to account in the way you think. This is how I'm holding her to account. Jill, you could have arrived in Chiang Mai and just said to me, listen, I'm not comfortable with pursuing this relationship. I just want to enjoy the festival, and let's just leave it there. And I'd have been like, it's pretty sucky, but I would have gone with it. And I did say to you even, I said, listen, let's not worry about this. Just if you can get some interviews, that would be great. She goes, no, I can't juggle everything. I'm like, we'll just get some interviews for the business. She's like, no, I can't. I haven't got enough time. I just got here. Should have been there a week. So, but whatever the case, it's not about that. It's just about calling sexual abuse. That is what I'm holding you to task for, because that you probably are seeing it now, but I don't think at the time you could understand what a serious crime that is to accuse an older man of on a younger woman, and how that I would get literally burned at the stake in social media. But that was really the mistake that you made, that you got to look at, is that you basically threw me under a bus, and then you made that long video for like 1 hour 11 minutes, which is like funny old weird Joe. I was so offended by that. I'm like, funny old weird Joe running around the house hugging girls for too long. Everyone's seen the videos, man. They know the score. Anyway, I really liked making this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and there will be more, much more. I'm going to start throwing up some health and fitness videos as well, but this is quite irrelevant to my life, and the best transformation is about everything. And just so you know, I'm also looking at what I'm learning from this. It's not just about vilification, but right now I need to get this story out, and there's loads of it. So bear with me while I do that. Have a great day.